Something unexpected happened with Alec Stewart, and for years, no one fully understood the real reason behind it. At first glance, he appeared to be a steady, wicket-keeper batsman, reliable but unassuming. Yet over time, subtle signs emerged that hinted at something far more significant. This is not just a story about a player who scored runs and took catches. It is the story of a man who quietly guided England through turbulent periods, shaped strategy from behind the scenes, and commanded respect without overt authority. Stewart did not rely on flamboyance or loud declarations. His influence was quiet but profound, observable in the way he managed pressure, motivated teammates, and made critical decisions during pivotal moments. Matches were often won or lost based on his presence, insight, and calm assessment of situations. What you are about to hear explains why Alec Stewart became more than just a captain or a player. It reveals how subtle leadership, consistency, and intelligence can define a career and leave an enduring mark on English cricket. To understand Alec Stewart's significance, it is essential to examine his career in context. England cricket during Stewart's era faced considerable challenges. Team performance was inconsistent, expectations were high, and pressure from fans and media was intense. Stewart entered this environment as a player known for his technical skill, resilience, and unassuming demeanor. His early performances established him as a reliable wicket-keeper batsman, but his true impact would go far beyond statistics. Stewart approached the game with discipline and quiet focus. He prepared meticulously for each match, analyzing opposition's strengths and weaknesses, refining his batting technique, and maintaining sharp awareness behind the stumps. While others relied on natural ability alone, Stewart combined skill with careful planning. His adaptability allowed him to respond effectively to different formats, opponents, and match situations. What distinguished Stewart as a leader was not charisma or loud direction, but consistency and presence. Teammates could rely on him for judgment under pressure, whether selecting fields, guiding bowlers, or calming tense moments in the dressing room. His decisions were rarely dramatic, but they were effective, earning the trust of players and coaches alike. Stewart's influence extended beyond individual matches. His strategic thinking, resilience under pressure, and ability to maintain team focus helped stabilize England during turbulent periods. He demonstrated that leadership does not require overt display. It often manifests through preparation, clarity, and quiet confidence. Stewart became a model for modern captains who lead through example, earning respect without commanding attention. Alec Stewart's approach became unusual, not because it was visible, but because it was consistent, deliberate, and impactful. While other captains might rely on vocal direction or emotional influence, Stewart led quietly. His management of players, strategic adjustments, and in-game decisions were subtle but precise, creating results that often went unnoticed by casual observers. His preparation for matches was methodical. Stewart studied opposition batting lineups, bowlers' tendencies, and pitch conditions in depth. He anticipated how games might unfold and planned multiple scenarios, ensuring that the team remained adaptable under pressure. This level of foresight was uncommon, particularly in an era where instinct often guided leadership. Stewart's unusual behavior extended to his personal performance. He maintained high standards as a batsman and wicketkeeper while simultaneously carrying the responsibilities of captaincy. Rarely did he show frustration or panic. His composure under pressure became a stabilizing influence for teammates. His quiet confidence inspired focus and discipline across the squad, allowing others to perform at their best. Observers began to notice patterns. Stewart was rarely the center of attention, yet matches seemed to run smoother when he was in control. Opposition teams found it difficult to predict how he would respond strategically, as he combined subtlety with precision. His leadership demonstrated that influence does not always need to be loud or obvious. Quiet intelligence, discipline, and careful observation can be as powerful as any vocal command. This unusual combination of personal performance and strategic oversight oversight quietly reshaped the role of a captain, proving that calm, consistent leadership could produce lasting results even in high-pressure international cricket. As Alec Stewart's influence became increasingly evident, teammates, opponents, and commentators struggled to fully understand the source of his effectiveness. On the surface, Stewart appeared to be a competent wicketkeeper batsman and a reasonable captain. Yet, as matches unfolded, subtle patterns emerged that defied simple explanation. His calm presence, strategic decision-making, and ability to maintain team cohesion under pressure left many puzzled. People attempted to rationalize his impact using conventional thinking, but every explanation fell short. Some observers argued that his leadership stemmed from experience or natural cricketing ability alone. Others suggested that the team's success was primarily due to individual stars rather than Stewart's influence. Critics believed that his calm approach might be passive or indecisive, questioning whether it could truly inspire or command results. Yet each of these attempts failed to capture the reality of his impact. Coaches and analysts began studying his decisions in detail. They noted how Stewart anticipated opposition strategies, adjusted bowling plans subtly, and set fields with foresight. He was adept at reading batsmen, identifying vulnerabilities, and communicating adjustments without overt instruction. Even when matches were chaotic, Stewart maintained composure, guiding the team through pressure and uncertainty. Opponents tried to exploit perceived weaknesses, testing his tactical choices and decision-making. Each time, Stewart adapted seamlessly, often responding to challenges in ways that neutralized threats and shifted momentum. Analysts recognized that Stewart's effectiveness lay not in dramatic interventions, but in his consistent application of strategy and intelligence over time. Despite Alec Stewart's quiet demeanor, one aspect of his leadership remained absolute: an unwavering focus on team discipline, strategy, and composure. This focus became the central tension of his career, the point where subtle leadership met high expectations. Unlike more vocal captains, Stewart relied on steady observation, precise judgment, and intelligent interventions. His fixation was not with personal glory, but with ensuring that the team performed at its best under pressure, adapting to challenges with consistency and foresight. Stewart's fixation was evident in preparation, in-game tactics, and decision-making. He spent countless hours analyzing opposition lineups, pitch conditions, and match scenarios. He considered not only what would happen in the immediate over, but how individual choices would influence the broader course of the game. Each decision, whether a field adjustment, bowling change, or batting order tweak, was executed with deliberation and clear intent. This focused approach created suspense for both teammates and opponents. Players could not predict precisely how Stewart would respond in any given moment, yet they could trust that his interventions were calculated to maximize effectiveness. Opponents were challenged to anticipate his strategic adjustments, often finding themselves outmaneuvered by his subtle yet powerful influence. The tension arose not from overt drama, but from the awareness that Stewart's quiet control shaped outcomes in ways that were not always visible, but profoundly felt. Stewart's personal performance reflected the same fixation. He maintained high standards with both the gloves and the bat, never allowing his focus to waver even under the immense pressure of international cricket. His presence created stability, serving as a mental anchor for teammates, allowing them to perform confidently and consistently. By remaining composed, prepared, and observant, Stewart ensured that the team could respond intelligently to any situation. The first clear clue that Alec Stewart's quiet leadership was transforming England's cricket team emerged subtly, almost imperceptibly at first. Observers, teammates, and opponents began noticing patterns in his approach approach that suggested something far more significant than simple reliability. His calm demeanor, steady decision-making, and ability to influence matches without outward display began to stand out as hallmarks of a truly impactful captain. It became evident in the way Stewart managed pressure situations. He could guide bowlers and fielders with minimal words, setting up strategies that created opportunities and maintained team composure. He anticipated batsmen's weaknesses and adjusted tactics quietly but effectively, often before others recognized the danger. Field placements, bowling changes, and subtle encouragement reflected his careful observation and deep understanding of the game. These decisions were rarely dramatic but consistently produced results, earning trust from teammates and respect from opponents. Teammates began to mimic his approach. Young players observed his focus and preparation and realized that steady leadership could be more effective than loud instruction. Analysts noted that Stewart's influence extended beyond what could be measured in statistics. Matches seemed smoother, teams more cohesive, and pressure moments less chaotic. Even in moments of intense difficulty, his presence stabilized the team, giving them confidence to perform under scrutiny. Opposition teams struggled to anticipate Stewart's moves because his interventions were subtle yet precise. He redefined how leadership could function in cricket, not through spectacle or constant direction, but through intelligence, consistency, and quiet authority. This first clue revealed the underlying truth. Stewart was not just guiding matches, he was shaping the team's mentality, decision-making, and performance standards in ways that would define England's cricket for years to come. The full truth about Alec Stewart's influence eventually became impossible to ignore. What at first appeared to be quiet competence and reliable performance revealed itself as a deeper, transformative force within England's cricket team. Stewart's leadership was not measured in loud declarations or dramatic gestures. It was measured in outcomes, cohesion, and the ability to guide the team through challenges with calm precision. The big reveal lay in understanding that his subtle methods were reshaping English cricket from the inside out. Stewart's quiet authority allowed him to manage the complexities of captaincy while maintaining personal performance as a wicketkeeper and batsman. Observers realized that his steadiness under pressure was a strategic asset, not merely a personality trait. Bowlers executed plans more effectively because Stewart's guidance was clear and composed, yet unobtrusive. Batsmen adjusted their approach with confidence, knowing that strategic decisions were based on careful analysis rather than reaction. His influence extended beyond individual skill, touching every aspect of team performance. The revelation was also psychological. Stewart's composure set a tone that reduced anxiety and maintained focus during high-pressure situations. Matches often turned on small decisions, and Stewart's ability to make those decisions calmly and intelligently proved decisive. Opponents found it difficult to predict his responses, and even minor adjustments in strategy could shift momentum in England's favor. This subtle yet powerful influence marked the difference between steady play and consistent success. Alec Stewart's story delivers a clear lesson about the power of quiet leadership, preparation, and consistency. His influence demonstrates that success in cricket is not always the result of flamboyance or bold declarations, but of steady, intelligent decision-making. By maintaining composure under pressure, anticipating challenges, and guiding his team with subtle authority, Stewart shaped outcomes in ways that were often invisible yet deeply impactful. His approach transformed how leadership is perceived in English cricket. Stewart showed that captains do not need to dominate attention to create respect or achieve results. Instead, patience, clarity, and thoughtful intervention can inspire confidence, improve performance, and maintain cohesion across a team. He proved that quiet determination is as effective as loud charisma, especially when combined with skill, strategy, and experience. The ultimate lesson is that influence is often most powerful when it is understated. Alec Stewart's career reminds us that calm, consistent, and intelligent leadership can leave a lasting legacy, shaping not only individual matches, but the culture and mentality of a team for years to come.